When you thought that something that couldn't be done in boxing can't be done, won't be done, shouldn't be done, now it has been done. And let me counterpunch. You know something crazy? Mike Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather. That's wild. That is definitely one of those fantasy things that people talked about. I remember once upon a time, people talked about Ali versus Floyd in their prime, which is way off the rocker. But, you know, Mike Tyson, we know what he did last year against Jake Paul. A lot of people thought he took a dive. A lot of times, a lot of people thought that he pulled punches. The question is, what will be in a fight like this with Mike? What does Mike even have to offer physically in a fight or an exhibition or anything? You know, because Floyd fighting Mike, this is simply nothing but a money grab. I mean, yeah, these are two living legends in the sport of boxing. When you think about boxing, you definitely think about Mike Tyson. You know, most people think about Floyd Mayweather of this age bracket, but putting them in the same room together, that's wild. That's wilder than wild. That's, and this is real shit. This is mainstream news. This is not a rumor. This is not clickbait. Ain't none of that shit. This is going to happen, right? This is going to happen. And to me, people are going to think I'm crazy about it. I mean, everybody's going to watch it, so they're just there for money. So the money will be big. It's a cash grab. We know that. But I look a lot deeper in things. Who has been at beef at each other lately? Who has been into it? Floyd and Roy Jones Jr. And to me, I think this is something like a kind of a jab at Roy, but in another subliminal way. Like, I'm not going to fight Roy, which that's who I should be fighting, because based on everything that's happened between the back talk, the subliminal trash talk, the jabs at each other, they should be fighting to really settle the score. That would actually sell because of what has happened. Roy didn't like the idea. And this is like last year when Roy started talking this, and then it kind of imploded this year. But then you're fighting Mike. We already got Roy Jones Jr. versus Mike Tyson in COVID. So that can't be done again. So what should be done? Well, Floyd taking on Roy. Little brother versus big brother. That's supposed to happen. And it's not. It's Mike. And it seems like, to me, it's just it's kind of backwards, but I think it was deliberate, just based on the fact that Roy was really calling out Floyd really pretty much anywhere, officially or unofficially. But then he says, I'm going to pick Mike because guess what? I think you might want to fight me to get a money grab. So I'm going to fight Mike to get money that you wanted. It just seems like that to me with Floyd. I'm not going to worry about Roy. Roy got knocked out by Antonio Tarver. So I'm going to give Mike Tyson an opportunity because Roy don't deserve it, So that's how it's going to be. So I'm going to fight Mike Tyson and make $50 million, where Roy Jones Jr., he going to be sitting around, with his pockets out. You know what I'm saying? It seems like that's something that Roy's doing. Like, I'm going to up you. I'm going to fight someone, and it's not going to be the person that I'm beefing with. I just think that's weird. But in Floyd's own little way, I'm going to really choose somebody else to fight instead of the guy that I'm really beefing with. Because, see, Floyd didn't have to entertain that Roy Jones Jr. comment because he was just really speaking his opinion. But at the same time, that fight should have happened. That would make more sense than Floyd fighting Mike Tyson, a heavyweight fighting a welterweight. If you want to call Floyd a welterweight, because, he's been in 5 different weight classes. So that being said, you know, it seems a bit off to me, but I do understand the money grab because people are going to watch it. People are going to watch this fight just like they watched Roy versus Mike, just like they watched Mike versus Jake Paul. They're going to watch this shit also. So you guys tell me what you think about this breaking news concerning Floyd, Money Mayweather, and Iron Mike Tyson getting it on the summer of 2026. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.